Hey there, everybody, and welcome to Fearless Thinking, a podcast designed to help you navigate authentic leadership and the entrepreneurial journey. I'm your host, Michael Devous, and these are my thoughts, lessons, and insights from my entrepreneurial journey into coaching, workshops, motivational speaking, and of course, what I picked up from interviews with inspiring leaders and entrepreneurs along the way. My mission is to help people unlock their untapped potential by using fear as a catalyst for powerful change and growth, so they can step into the greatest version of their most authentic selves. All right, let's get into some fearless thinking. Hey, Fearless Thinkers. Welcome back to episode 59. I'm your host, Michael Devous. Don't be a one-hit wonder. The power of consistency in entrepreneurship. Taking my first sip already because I get dry throat from talking so much on these episodes. I constantly have to have and it's not coffee. It's actually just like a Gatorade kind of a drink, with electrolytes and stuff in it. But I realized when I was using my Bubba, which is this big, those big flasks you have that you drink out of, I just thought I looked dorky drinking out of it every 5 seconds and sucking down on that straw. So I decided to pour it into one of my coffee mugs and do it, Ellen DeGeneres style. So today we're talking about the secret ingredient, the secret sauce to lasting entrepreneurial success, which is consistency. It's not the sexiest topic, of course, but it is the one that separates the flashes in the pan from the businesses that actually stand the test of time. And that honestly scares me because consistency is a hard thing for me. And I don't know if it's because I'm always interested in so many different things. And I'm getting easily distracted by the next shiny object or the next rabbit hole that I end up going down. It's very difficult for me to be consistent. My mother, when I was raised, tried to raise me with regimen and consistency. She did her best. And I was just, I was often running and flying in different directions all the time. And it took every ounce of everything she could possibly do to keep me focused and down here on the earth. I think that's just part of my energy. It just is always out there looking and searching and finding new things to be interested in and getting easily distracted, which means it's very hard for me to stay focused and stay consistent. And that means having a schedule. That means putting it on the calendar and being consistent with it. And it's also the seduction of short-term wins. Which, by the way, our society and all of our media and the games, the apps, all that stuff, that's all they've been doing is training you with the seduction of short-term wins. And so let's be honest, we all love a good viral campaign or a sudden surge in our sales. But, true success really isn't built on one-hit wonders. I mean, just ask a lot of the music people out there, We might be singing that one song today, but where are they? Success is built on the daily grind and the consistent effort that we put in and the unwavering commitment to our vision, right, as entrepreneurs. So if you think of it like this, would you rather have a rocket that explodes spectacularly in a flash or a rocket that steadily climbs higher, and higher, reaching new heights every single day? With each passing day, it keeps climbing. I think originally we wanted that big, shiny, flashy thing, So for some reason, I think we think that is meaningful and valuable. It's got to have something to do with the way that we are trained in our consumption of media and our consumption of the get it now satisfaction mentality, and sustaining that consistency over the long term so that our rocket flies and continues to soar higher and higher and higher isn't something that we were trained to view and see easily, let alone be rewarded for, right? Because that reward is down the line. That's extension. That's not immediate reward. And consistency is, of course, like a muscle. You have to practice at it and make time for it. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. When you prioritize consistency in your business, you build trust in your customers and your staff, your team. You establish a strong brand identity. And of course, you create a solid foundation for long-term growth, which is like planting a tree, because it might take you years, by the way, to see the fruits bear on that tree with all of your labor and all your effort that you put in. It might take years for it to get there, but with consistent care and attention, that tree grows, right? It becomes strong and it produces shade, nourishment, fruit for years to come. That's the kind of tree you want to plant. That's the kind of consistency you want to build in your business. Especially when you're talking about, what do you ultimately want at the end of the day when that business is done? Is that a legacy thing for you? Are you building that so that you can have something for your family? You're going to sell the business one day and exit it, that you can have a retirement package. Think about that. If you're going after the short-term things, then your long-term goal is going to be missed every single time. So by the time you get there 10, 15, 20 years down the line, you've missed the mark and it's too late to go back and fix that, right? One of the things that we'd like to do at the Ascend Hub is be your consistency coach. Partnering with us in building a sustainable and thriving business model, as well as practices, are the tools that we would love to provide you with in the Ascend Hub through workshops, coaching programs, content, mentorships to help you be consistent. There'll be ways for us to discover what that looks like and how to tap into some of those resources and how to add those practices to our daily calendar, our daily meditation, our daily journaling, or our daily coaching sessions, whether or not you need to come to those all on the reg, or if you just want to come to them, once in a while. Some people are much better at it than others, and that's why I think having those members at the Ascend Hub is super helpful, because for me, that is not my jam. Consistency is not the best thing, and that tool in my tool chest, that's a little dull, I'll be honest. And that's why it's helpful for me to have other individuals who really have a much better mindset around consistency. I have learned to identify my weaknesses and tap into a support system of team members who fill those gaps in for me, because that's not my thing. And it's okay. It's perfectly fine. I have a lot of other things I need to work on to improve on in my life. But when it comes to my business and the business model, ensuring that is already taken care of by an individual that's their jam and they're successful at it, they're really good, they could help me stay on target and on task and on track. Great. Then find that person for you, because that's helpful and valuable. And then you'll learn from them along the way and eventually hopefully gain some of those consistency practices and skill sets and habits that could afford you a better future. So yeah, consistency, it's key. Thanks for joining me today. Episode 59. Excuse me. Don't be a one-hit wonder. Power of consistency and entrepreneurship. This is a short episode, but it's meaningful. Consistency is key. And there's a reason why we say that. So if you want to be consistent, find someone to help you do that. Find your accountability partner to help you be consistent. Get some practices and some habits together, whether you're journaling, writing them down, doing a to-do list, carving out times using your consistency and productivity timer, which I try to use. Yeah. So if you have any tips or ideas about how to be consistent and how to put that into play for us, hey, man, hit me up, let us know, or join the Ascend Hub today and find out more about how we can help you make your entrepreneurial dreams come true. All right. Have a wonderful day and the rest of your week. Do some fearless thinking while you're at it. And hey, be consistent. All right. Take care. Bye.